Okay. Hi everybody, my 22 subscribers and everybody else that watches this video. This video is the love letters of great men, the love letters of great women. I found these books back in 2010, 2011, sometime around there, and I just thought they were wonderful. So I wanted to read you some of these. Okay. Pliny the Younger. Pliny the Younger, Gaius Plinius Caecilius Secundus, was the son of a landowner in northern Italy. After the death of his father, he was brought up by his uncle, Pliny the Elder, the author of a famous encyclopedia on natural history. In AD 79, Pliny the Elder was killed during the eruption of Vesuvius. Pliny had a career in law and government, first as a consul and then as governor of a Roman province. He left behind 10 books of letters, 9 to friends and colleagues, the 10th to the Emperor Trajan, to Calpurnia, his wife. You will not believe what a longing for you possesses me. The chief cause of this is my love, and then we have not grown used to be apart. So it comes to pass that I lie awake a great part of the night thinking of you, and that by day, when the hours return at which I was wont to visit you, my feet take me, as it is so truly said, to your chamber, but not finding you there I return, sick and saddened at heart, like an excluded lover. The only time that is free from these torments is when I am being worn out at the bar and in the suits of my friends. Judge you what must be my life when I find my repose in toil, my solace in wretchedness and anxiety. Farewell. Okay, the next one. Henry the Eighth, 1491 to 1547. Henry VIII first encountered Anne Boleyn in 1526, when he was married to his first wife, Catherine of Aragon. The Roman Catholic Church did not allow divorce, and so Henry, obsessed with Anne, who refused to become his mistress, moved heaven and earth to persuade the Pope to grant him an annulment. The Pope refused, which led to Henry's break with Rome and the establishment of the Church of England, with Henry as its supreme head. Henry did not have problems with self-esteem. See the kind gift to Anne he mentions in the letter below. The couple were finally married after 7 years of turmoil in January 1533, and Anne gave birth to her daughter Elizabeth, who became Elizabeth I that September. In May 1536, Queen Anne was arrested and charged with adultery with several men, including her own brother George, Viscount Rochford. She was found guilty and beheaded at the Tower of London. On the same day, her marriage to Henry was declared null and void. 11 days later, Henry married Jane Seymour, the only one of the lucky 6 wives to bear him a son who survived him, Edward VI. To Anne Boleyn, my mistress and my friend, my heart and I surrender themselves into your hands. And we supplicate to be commended to your good graces, and that by absence your affections may not be diminished to us, for that would be to augment our pain, which would be a great pity, since absence gives enough and more than I ever thought could be felt. This brings to mind a fact in astronomy, which is that the further the poles are from the sun, notwithstanding, the more scorching is the heat. Thus it is with our love. Absence has placed distance between us. Nevertheless, fervor increases, at least on my part. I hope the same from you, assuring you that in my case, the anguish of absence is so great that it would be intolerable were it not for the firm hope I have of your indissoluble affection towards me, in order to remind you of it. And because I cannot in person be in your presence, I send you the thing which comes nearest that is possible. That is to say, my picture and the whole device, which you already know of, set in bracelets, wishing myself in their place when it pleases you. This is from the hand of your servant and friend, H.R. Aren't those wonderful? Okay. Love letters of great women. Lady Joan Pelham. This 1399 letter from Lady Pelham to her husband, Sir John, was written from their home at Pevensey Castle in East Suez. Sir John Pelham was away helping Henry Bolingbroke to rally troops for what became a successful attempt to wrest the throne from Richard II. Pevensey was besieged by her husband's enemies. Lady Pelham, without wishing to make a fuss, is inquiring whether he might be returning soon. To Sir John Pelham, 15 July 1399. My dear Lord, I recommend me to your high lordship, with heart and body and all my poor might. And with all this I thank you, as my dear Lord, dearest and beloved of all earth lords. I say for me, and thank you, my dear Lord, with all this that I say before your comfortable letter that you sent me from Pontefract, that came to me on Mary Magdalene's day, for by my troth I was never so glad as when I heard by your letter ye were strong enough with the grace of God to keep you from the malice of your enemies. And dear Lord, if it like to your high lordship that as soon as ye might, that I might, and if it please you to hear of my welfare, I am not in good heal of body nor of heart, nor shall I be till I hear from you. For 3 wadies knows no creature what pain that I endure, and for to be dead, I dare it not discure. And my lady, my mother, hath labored the matter to my father full diligently, but she can no more get ye know of, for the which God knoweth I am full sorry. But if that ye love me, as I trust verily that ye do, ye will not leave me therefore, for I that ye had not half the livelihood that ye have, for to do the greatest labor that any woman alive might, I would not forsake you. And if ye command me to keep me true wherever I go, I wish I will do all my might to you to love, and never no more. And if my friends say that I do amiss, they shall not me let so for to do. Mine heart me bids evermore to love you, truly over all earthly thing. And if they be never so wrath, I trust it shall be better in time coming. No more to you at this time, but the Holy Trinity have you in keeping. And I beseech you that this bill be not seen of non-earthly creature, save only yourself. And C. And this letter was indited at Topcroft with fully heavy heart, and C. By your own Marjorie Bruce. The next one. To John Paston, I thank you with all my heart for the letter you sent me, from which I know for certain that you intended to come shortly with no other errand or business except to bring to a conclusion the business between my father and you. I would be the happiest one alive if only the business might come to a fruition. And if you come and the businesses comes to nothing, then I will be even sorrier and full of sadness. As for myself, I have done and endured in the business as much as I know how or am able to. God knows. And I want you to understand clearly that my father refuses to part with any more money than £100 and 50 marks in his business, which is far from fulfilling your wishes. For which reason, if you could be content with that amount and my poor person, I would be the happiest maid on earth. And if you do not consider yourself satisfied with that, or believe that you could get more money, as I have understood from you before, good, faithful, and loving Valentine, do not take the trouble to visit any more on this business. Rather, let it be finished and never spoken of again, on condition that I may be your faithful friend and petitioner for the duration of my life. No more to you now, but may Almighty Jesus preserve you and in both body and soul. Isn't that wonderful? I just love these so much. So, that's all for this video. Thank you.